All right, coming up next, a UFC Bantamweight division fight. All right, so here he is, one of the more prolific takedown artists in the UFC at present. And when you get some praise from Daniel Cormier when it comes to your offensive takedown game, you know you're doing something right.
And we talk about wrestlers and judo players and grapplers, but this guy just combines all of that. He is able to use foot sweeps from the grappling game. He is able to use throws from judo, and he's able to use wrestling from the wrestling game to take people down. He has an array of takedowns at his disposal, and he uses every single one of them. From the speed of the level change to the timing to the knowledge of where to go next. When the guy starts to defend, he's truly, truly something special.
I don't think he could take you down, but tonight he doesn't have to. So
he does not
in this matchup, prevailing wisdom is he'll be able to get this fight to the canvas. Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at A+ level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. All right, now our tale of the tape for this bantamweight scrap. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 20 wins, 7 losses, and 2 no contests. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Pedro, the Young Punisher Munoz! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 20 wins, 8 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Marlon Chico Vera! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready.
You ready to fight?
Well, these guys have been on each other's radars for quite some time. Tonight, it shall be done. Both guys well-rounded. You think we're getting a kickboxing match tonight or what?
You just don't know, right? You don't know who's going to be able to employ their strategy the way that they need to. It's a close fight on paper, and also in every performance we have seen them put on, these guys seem to be the mirror image of each other.
Well, you see him land the jab there. He's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the jungle.
A huge knee to the body. Just missed on that spinning attack. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Oh, good opportunity to do damage here. He's got that tie clinch. And there comes the separation now. Single collar tie now.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Oh, that straight punch was useful, champ.
Multiple times he's used this punch to get to the target.
Battle for position here.
Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
A single collar tie there. Some fighters shy away from checking a leg kick. Check that one.
big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Lands a knee to the body here in the clinch. Tags him with that uppercut. All right, so he finally gets the takedown here. He kept on trying, stayed committed. He now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
He might get a finish here.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Strong bottom work here, staying busy.
Oh! Gotta be careful, armbar.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're gonna fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, let us look back at some of the action from that previous round. DC punches in bunches.
I mean, over and over, he landed that big punch, and every time he landed it, he got the reaction that he was looking for. His opponent really did start to take notice every time he was loading that strike up.
All right, DC, second round is getting underway. Round one, not the round of the year necessarily, but some good in there.
And it's not always gonna be. When you have two very talented fighters, sometimes it's very even. That's what we saw in round number one.
He blocks the punch. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Well, we talked about his reach advantage off the top. Made good use of it there with that punch, DC. Oh, and there's a land with the kick, so certainly a good sign for him there.
When that's working, you know he's in for a good night.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Working out of that southpaw stance. All right, so the fighters are in the clinch again, DC. I get tired just watching these situations.
It's exhausting. This is a position where you are constantly draining at the gas tank of your opponent. Punch over the top. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Oh, single collar tie here. Just out of range with that right hook.
Nice kick.
Oh, brutal knee to the body. And he landed the right hand there.
Nice punch, man.
Slips.
Again, back into this position.
Sound defense there as he blocks the shot. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Missed with that right hand. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Good stick.
All right, so once again, the fighters engage in the clinch. We'll see who will have the upper hand here, Chief.
There are so many options to dictate and control this exact position. Who is going to take advantage of it?
Oh, look at that jab. Snapped his head back.
His jab gets to the target so fast, and he always brings his hands right back to his face.
Oh, man, how is he? How about those 5 minutes?
Isso, respira. Ó, muito bom. Olha, a gente tem mais mais 5 minutos para acabar com a luta.
All right, well, his kicking game was outstanding in that round. We'll see if his opponent can make the adjustments, but take us through the replays before we get there.
It's always weird to watch a young fighter start to come into his own. Early in his career, he did not have this ability. He did not have the ability to dictate and control fights with his legs. Now he does, and he looks like a future champion in the making.
All right, pretty good back and forth action in the previous 2 rounds. Your expectations here as this next round gets underway?
I expect the action to really pick up now. These guys have to lay it on the line as we start to approach the end of the fight.
Oh, he's bleeding from his eyebrow. That shot cut him.
He loaded up there on that high kick.
Now goes in and secures the takedown.
Oh, he might have got him with a choke.
Wow. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Remaining active here in his pursuit of the submission. Another attempt here.
He's gonna tag on bar here. You gotta recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you gotta move him off.
Nicely done. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Nice hammer fist. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Nice hammer fist. Looks like he's going after the leg. We'll see if he can get the submission.
The problem with rolling leg lock in MMA, man, is you get beat up, especially if you're a little bit hurt.
Oh, we're getting a finish here.
It's in there deep. There you go.
And that will do it. Let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
So there he is, your winner by submission tonight, and that is how you put the rest of the division on notice. A huge result for him here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 8 seconds of the 3rd round. For the winner by submission, Marlon Chito!
All right, so what a performance by this young man here tonight as he gets the win by way of submission. He certainly put a lot of stock into getting the finish tonight, and he did just that. Congratulations.
It was a very tough fight, but he knew that if he did everything right, he can get to his position, which is the ground, and he would be able to find a finish by submission tonight. He did just that.